Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Good afternoon, everybody. I welcome you all to this session. And this is one of my favorite discussions. Whenever we have this kind of discussion about mission statement, about professional goals, our own sense of aim and purpose and destination, I myself enjoy it a lot. So I hope so today that we will be talking about this important topic. And it is always hard to conduct a training session just in 40, 50 minutes, but a lecture can be delivered in such a short time. Anyway, we will try our best to cover maximum, and that's why you are given some important documents and handouts well in time so that you could do yourself before the session starts. So I hope that some of you have already done. So what is today the objective of the session we have set is to understand and know how to set and achieve professional goals that contribute to both your progress as well as institutional progress. So this is a two-way work, that how to set professional goals where I progress myself and where my institution makes a lot of progress. So this is the objective of the session. Appraisal, this is the season of appraisal, annual evaluation in December every year. This is the stereotype here at FCC in December and January and February. There are different chapters. They are working on self-evaluation, head's evaluation, dean's evaluation, then academic standard committee, it works. Then recommendations go to the rector for final decision. So this is now, this is seasonal training. Basically, in every December, we conduct this training, especially for new faculty, but those who are already here, this is the best way to learn whenever we reinforce something and we refresh it. So that is why I welcome you all if you are even here for many years. So 3 steps are very important to manage performance. So in the first part of today's session, we will be talking about first, how to manage our performance, job management, performance management, file management as well. If we call it file management, then it means that we have here, these are 5 to 6, 7 pages, how to manage them, how to write them, what to write and how to write on them. So this is the first priority, that how to manage this file, this document, then how to manage my job, then how to manage the institution, and then how to manage life itself. Okay. So these are from important to the most important. I won't say that from less important to more important, but I would say that from important to the most important steps. The first one is that job security, job safety, job management, and then life management. So the first step is that we need to understand the appraisal system of FCC. So FCC has got a wonderful appraisal system. This is 360-degree approach. This is one of the best approaches institutions and organizations they adopt, that how to evaluate the performance of an employee or of an officer from all angles, from individual and self perspective to the institutional perspective, from the student's perspective, from other stakeholder perspective. So we can say that this is one of the wonderful types of assessments and appraisal systems. And we have compared, when we started this appraisal system at FCC, we then compared with even non-educational organizations like hotels, restaurants, and other corporate sector organizations, and then universities, and then we developed this one. So this is a great appraisal system. And the second step is that then how to understanding the FCCU appraisal system, then how to set and achieve my professional goals. This is the next step, and this is number 2. And then is how to write annual evaluation, or how to write my report for my evaluation. So this is what is measured at FCC. There are criteria, 4 criteria you see. Teaching effectiveness, it is measured. And you have been given a handout where there is the list of the documents and the requirements that what includes in this first criteria. If you see the second last document, this is the scoring sheet. And there you can find what actually falls in the category of teaching effectiveness. And it contains 45% of the 100%. Okay. So there are many things which fall under this category. Then research and scholarly activity, and it also listed there that what counts towards research or scholarly activity, or how you update your knowledge every day or every year or in every semester. So you have to say something in regard to that activity. Then number 3 area is service to the community, to the college, university, students, community, department. Okay, so this is also measured, and this is also evaluated. Then efforts to improve as a teacher. Okay, how you carry on your improvement as teacher, as researcher, as advisor, and whatever you are doing in the organization, how you continue to improve your ability and your competency. So these are 4 key result areas. Maybe sometimes I would be calling them just KRA. KRA, key result area, key result areas. So this is you need to understand, and you have to actually memorize that. What are 4? So what are they, please? Could you please count them? What are the 4 areas which are measured? Number 1. Number 2, research. Number 3, service and continuous improvement. Okay, teaching, research, service, and improvement, continuous improvement. Good. Then who evaluates? You, first of all. Okay. And I have written most important. This is the most important aspect of our annual appraisal. This is the most important. That's why we are here today, that how to handle it and how to do it. How can I manage my performance, and how can I present it effectively to the next chapter? Okay. So first of all, you initiate your file, you initiate your portfolio and work, present to your supervisor or head, whosoever is he or she. Then the first one is you, then your department chair, then the dean, then there is a committee. Okay, this committee, Academic Standard Committee, which is called ASC, and then the rector. But you are the most important to believe in you. And you have to improve your own ability to understand yourself, and then how to present yourself effectively to the institution for this process. So this is most of about the appraisal system of FCCU. 4 criteria: teaching, research, service, and personal professional improvement. And there are, you see that 5 different stakeholders, they evaluate our performance. And actually most of them, even maybe some heads of the departments are in the session today, even then I would say that they don't know much about you. You know more than them yourself. So that is why whatever you say about yourself, your responsibility is just to prove it. Okay. So that is why you are the most important person as the initiator of your annual evaluation. Then the documents you have, if we go at the end of this file, and this approach is called backward approach. Okay, backward approach. And some people say that begin with the end in mind. Okay. So you have to start. We are actually doing two things today. One is that we are learning that how to measure previous performance, previous year performance, and how to start next year. So this last document, that how to write your professional goals, it comes first in the process. It comes first in the process. That is the end of your journey, where you want to end up this year. Okay, so that is why you need to learn that how to set your goals today for the next year. Okay, so that you could present your file more effectively to your heads of the department. So if you set your goals today, and which are significant goals, challenging goals, smart goals, and they are very much relevant and compatible goals with the institutional mission, department goals, then you need not to be worried about your annual appraisal or about your effectiveness. It actually depends upon your professional missions goals, mission statement and professional goals. So this is beginning with the end in mind. So this is actually the proper way that how to write your appraisal. That start with the end in mind and first write your annual professional goal or professional statement. So this is called. Then there is a question, important question, that how to eat an elephant. How to eat? If you want to eat an elephant, you feel that elephant is a wonderful animal to eat. Okay, and you want to eat the whole elephant. Okay, how to eat it? Can you please suggest that how to, if someone wants to eat elephant, how to eat it? Mm-hmm. Okay, breaking down it apart. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's the whole secret. Okay, that's the whole secret. If you want to be a great teacher, a great researcher, a great advisor, highly effective professional, okay, and you see that it is a big thing to be a world-renowned professor or researcher or educationist or educational leader, okay, that's a big thing. That's like an elephant. That's like a mountain. But obviously, the strategy is there is only one way to eat an elephant, a bite at it. Okay, just small bites, one bite, or bite size breakdown. When we break down, okay, in this way, if we look at elephant, okay, we want to eat it, but we have to look at elephant in this way. Okay, I would eat first this part, then this part, then this part, then this part, not the whole elephant. If you try to eat the whole elephant at once, not possible, impossible. Okay. So this is actually goal setting. Okay. Think big, but do small. Think big, do small, act small. This is how to set goals. First of all, we have to think big about the end in mind, where I want to end up, where I want to go, what is my aim of life, what is my purpose of teaching or purpose of research. It's as big as a mountain, it's as big as an elephant. Okay, just identifying your ultimate purpose, then come back here. And then try to make it happen in a way that you are just breaking it down and you are trying to eat it or take step by step. For example, if I start just walking to my office from now, approximately it would take 700 feet, okay, or 700 steps. And obviously I have to take the first one, 1, 2, and 3, and then just in 15 minutes I will be there. But if I think that how to take all 700 steps at once, okay, I will lose my commitment, then I will be impressed by the height and by the lofty scale of my goal. So breaking it down is the secret of writing professional goals and achieving them. This is the sheet. Okay. At the end of your file, or all those who are online, they have been provided the sheet of their annual professional goals. Then how to write your bite-size targets. Goals are not aims. They are not purposes. They are not dreams. They are just plans and activities. Daily plans and activities are weekly or monthly, short-term planning. Okay. Dreams are different. Dreams are end goals. Purposes are end of life, maybe target. Okay. When we talk about goals, our objectives, our activities, our plans, then we talk about small bites, or bite-size activities daily. So the problem of the people is most of the professionals, they either think about big goals or big targets, and they just forget about small steps or practical steps or daily plans. But most of the time they say, I want to do something big, something great. I want to become a world-renowned scholar, or the best teacher in the next commencement, this type of thinking, but they ignore small steps. And some people think small. Every time, every day, they think that what to do today, what is my to-do list today, but they ignore the ultimate sense of destination and where to go. Okay. So we have to do both. Okay. We have to consider the end-term, long-term destination, and we have to start with the first or step number one. And what are my small scale activities? So this is the sheet where you have to write. So can you please suggest some of the small scale goals which we can write here? Okay, let's work here. What my experience at FCC, since as Dr. Ruxana said that I have been dean, so that's why I had the chance to look at the files of the whole faculty of humanities. So then I know that 60, 70 teachers, how do they write their goals? Most of them, they write in this way. Most of them. For example, you see, to apply a new method or strategy to develop critical thinking in my students. This is my teaching goal this year. I want to apply a new method. New method for what? A new teaching method to inculcate or develop critical thinking or higher order thinking in students. In research, we see that most of the people or teachers, they write in this way that I want to write a research article. I want to present my research in any conference or in a conference. Okay, well, in service, I am fully available I am at the disposal of my department. Okay, I am available for the university whenever, wherever they need my services, I am readily available. This is what they write. Okay? And I am available in my office for the students. Whenever they come to me, they can come. I have posted my office hours over there, or they can seek the appointment, but I am available. So as with CLT activities or self-improvement, so what we write? We write that I would attend most of CLT sessions. So please give suggestions that how we can rewrite these goals to make them more specific or smart.
Please.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum, Dr.
Mhm.
Furqan, Business School. My research objective is I will be publishing one research paper in Scopus, and by the end of first quarter of 2023. And the title and the area is already finalized. I'm working on it.
Mhm.
So that's the
That's the research
target of a first quarter.
Mhm. So you have identified a journal
And the
area,
data
topic,
collection
okay.
method, topic.
Okay,
So it's
okay.
on the
Okay, this is
second-
specific.
Yeah. Then for teaching, I'll be adding at least 7 case studies to my existing subject for next year, for next semester. For example, I'm teaching 7 different case studies, so I'll be adding 7 more from next semester onward to complete within this year.
Mhm.
So it will help to improve my current subject according to the current need of the market.
Okay, okay, thank you. Give mic to anybody else who would like to say something about service. How we can write this service goal in a different way, making it more specific, please. What do you suggest? I am available. No, I'm not available. This is what? Again, yeah, here. I would like to have a variety.
I'm Tanya Patna from Sociology Department. So this is something that I've experienced during the semester, that I want to inculcate some form of a project within my course and supervise it with the students, so that not just me, the students can also be part of community engagement. For example, in education, I've asked them to visit schools and observe. So things like that within the curriculum, so that I have to manage, because I have to manage the work hours and everything with it. So things that can not just help me in community service, but also the students can get engaged. Maybe things like that in specific.
Thank you. Those who are online, would you please like to say something? Anybody?
I have stated that question in the chat, but we don't have any response. But
Yeah.
we do have a clarification regarding, I think you, in the previous slide, you talked, the ASC standards talked about portfolio and classroom visits, and I have clarified that portfolios contains evidence of your participation in different professional development activities, and we have a list of those. And while the classroom visits talks about the observations that can happen of your teaching in action. Is there something you'd like to add to either, Dr. Kani, or is this okay?
Yes, I would love, and you obviously have to talk to Vice Rector that it should be on the list.
Okay. No, it is on the list of the ASC, the portfolios and teacher visits, classroom visits. It's on the ASC document.
But here in the KRS?
ASC, Academic Standards Committee, under advising. In a previous slide, in a previous slide that you showed about the Academic Standards Committee, it's included.
Previous slide is the same. But anyway, well,
Academic Standards Committee, sorry, in the Academic Standards Committee checklist.
All right, right. Okay, thank you. And now, again, here, these are some of the examples you have discussed, that how we can write SMART goals or specific goals. And if I suggest that how to rewrite them, for example, to apply a new method, to apply Socratic teaching method, okay, you have to name the which method. You cannot just write that in teaching, my goal is to try a new teaching strategy or new teaching method. You have to specify what teaching method or which teaching strategy. For example, if your goal is to inculcate higher order thinking skills or critical thinking skills in the students, and you feel that the best method is Socratic way, leading questions, challenging questions, and then teaching the students that how to identify logical fallacies, challenging their logic, their argument, whatever argument they develop, you challenge it in a Socratic way. So it makes sense that this is a clearer goal. Teaching goal, but the previous one is general. It cannot be measured. Basically, you cannot write it in your annual evaluation that I set this goal, then now I say that I have achieved it. It is not, as long as it is general, you will be in a difficulty to measure it. When you just specify it, then the question of measurement is solved. Just specify it, then measurement is not an issue. That you say that I have tried it. Just you have tried Socratic method in your classroom. This is commendable. This is commendable. Even if you feel that I have failed in developing higher order thinking in my students through this teaching method, but I have learned that next year I will try a new one. That is a straightforward approach. And this is what university actually wants, okay, to feel like that, that I have tried something new, it worked or not, I will be reporting it, no problem. Then to write research article the same way as Dr. Saab was saying, that you have to identify research journal, the topic, or the category of the research journal, whether it is national journal, international journal, yeah, or it is obviously of your field, science journal or social science journal or W category or X category or what is, or just you will be collecting data this year. Next year, you will be developing the first draft. Okay, whatever is your situation, you can specify, but not in this way. Definitely, if we say that definitely I will write a research article or I will try to get it published, it is too general to my ear. In service, if you can creatively, if you can identify a role in the department or in the institution and you just write, I will continue serving as advisor or coordinator or member of this committee, or I suggest to my head of the department that this role be created for me in the department and it will be a contributing service from my side to the department. So in this way, you have to specify what kind of, just don't write that I am available, I will be available. And at the end of the year, if you say I was available, but I was not availed by the head of the department or by the students, but I was there. If we say that I am in my office and for students, then you have to say that this year I am going to actually identify some weaker students in my class and I will bound them to, I will ask them to see me at least once in a month. Okay. So this is what you can write here in the service, that I will be actually escorting my students to my office. Practically, I will do something. I will write it in my course outline that students who do not perform well in the mid-semester test, okay, they have to see me, okay, in the following weeks. So in this way, you can maintain a record. Attend workshop, not just attending workshops by CLT. Sometimes it doesn't work. Okay, but we see that sometimes there are 10 certificates attached to the file by the professor, but it is not as per their need. So you have to identify an area first of all, that what I want to improve this year. If it is a technology, for example, we want to improve use of multimedia or any other or something at Moodle, okay, then you can request CLT that can you please arrange a workshop on this skill or at this topic. And if there are just 5 people, CLT can arrange a session for you, no problem. But if you wait that whatever CLT is offering, I will be there, it is general. Okay, it is general. But if you say that I have to identify what I want to learn and how I want to improve my skill next year, and then I will be sending requests to Dr. Rosanna, or I will be looking for some other opportunities, how can I develop this skill myself? Now, step 1 was, what was step 1? Understanding FCCU appraisal system. And step 2, okay, set your own goals, which at the end of the year, you are going to measure and present in that system to the system that this is what I have done. And now this is now the right time to present your report to your head that I have done something. Now, the situation is that if you did not set SMART goals or specific goal last January, last year, this time, now you will be having some problem in writing. Maybe you have done something great, but it is not as per your plan. So it is better if you have plan and then you follow it, then you will be in a better position to present yourself in the institution that you have contributed something towards your progress as well as institutional progress. So self-evaluation report is more than just looking in the mirror. It matters the most. Again, I would say that your evaluation matters the most. And I say it as head of the department, as I have been dean. So when I was dean, I didn't know much about the faculty of English department or Urdu department. And obviously a dean has to depend upon the report of the head, and head depends upon the report of the faculty himself, herself, whatever we as faculty member present before them. They most of the time they agree with that. Most of the time they agree with that. If they don't, you can talk to them. So then track your accomplishments, how you keep your record over the year, how you write your portfolio and develop your file, how you maintain and develop your documentation is a skill. Okay, this is how to develop your portfolio. And then be honest and reflective and critical and professional. Sometimes teachers, we write that I am wonderful teacher, I am a great professional, I am asset of the department, I am very valuable for all of us. Okay, you may be, we are. But if we write it in such a professional way that this year I have been in a good position, okay, to serve and achieve my goals, maybe sometimes we have to write that this was not a good year for me. Professionally speaking, honestly speaking, this was not a great year for me. I have had some problems. The problem was in technology. Maybe you say that online teaching did not fascinate me. So that is why I could not do much with the students. Some maybe you can say that there was a policy shift in the board of intermediate policy. So that is why my teaching was suffered, my professional activity was suffered. We can write it down. Okay, it should be the true picture. University just wants to see that you are giving the true picture of your accomplishments. And if you are facing some challenges and you identify it, obviously next time you will be making some maybe struggle how to manage them. So this is some psychological issue. That's if we do not accept that there was something wrong or something limited from my side, but we have to learn this habit. So then attach all necessary documents, Maybe you have developed a record of the students who have visited your office. Okay, you can develop different lists with you as your creative work, that 100 students visited this year my office. Most of them, they were talking about their personal issues, family issues, or their health issues, or maybe some academic problems, or higher level students about their research methodology. What they were seeking, and how did you support them and guide them? You can develop such a record yourself. You can develop some sheets or some documents and which you can attach to your file and your annual appraisal documents. Then you can talk to your head of the department if they don't know. Sometimes you have to beat the drum, sometimes just to say what you are doing. At least let your HOD know, okay, what you are doing. At least let him know or let her know that what you are doing, because most of the time heads, they don't know what you are doing inside the classroom. Okay, so if you just ask and request your colleague from your department to visit your class, okay, then you can write it down that in support of your evidence that that my colleague, my senior colleague, once he was in my class, he gave some suggestion to improvement, but he also reported that I was doing something good. So help your head of the department know what you are doing. Mhm. So this is actually your document, which you now, beginning with the end in mind, starting from your goals, you are working and now writing the report. Here you have to, now university is asking us that how effective have you been as a teacher this year? And you say, I have been, I feel, I think, I believe, I am confident in saying that I have been very much effective this year in developing independent thinking in my students, or in developing a new habit in my students, or promoting the habit of punctuality in my students, or this or that. So this is what you can write, but you have to support it. You can say that my course outline refers, my assignment number 3 refers, my quiz number 4 refers, my end term examination or project refers to my claim that I have been effective this year developing this kind of mind or behavior or habit in my students. So the way you write, the head of the department just to approve it, okay? And if you say, I am, leave some space for your head. If you say, I am good, leave the space for the head to say you are excellent. But if you say I am excellent and there is no next word, then obviously head of the department will be thinking what to say. Then he or she will be saying, is that true? Really? Yeah. Okay, it's fine if you say excellent, but I say good. So try to be good and convince them to write excellent for you. If you say I am excellent, what should they say if they disagree with you? Okay. Help them to take next step rather than you take the end step. I know some faculty members, they are so candid, they every year write satisfactory performance. They don't rate point number 4 or 5, they say 3. My performance is okay, satisfactory. And they are still here for the last of many years and they are promoted right at time, no problem. Okay. But if I gave 5 out of 5 myself, then I will be having with the problem of head's evaluation or dean's evaluation, they will be writing 4. You say 5, they say 4. Okay. If you write 3 and they say, no, this is just a humble evaluation, I feel that you deserve 4.5. It's better. It's better, they say. You just you write all the documents and you present it effectively, but you leave some space for them rather than you just occupy all the space yourself. This is just my suggestion. This is not. So here you this is your skill, that how you write here at the dots, that what is your research or service, okay, and FCC community. There are some overlapping areas. Okay, if you have, for example, service to the students or service to the community, if you just do one service to the students, it suffices, no problem. Okay, then not necessarily you have to serve the community as well. It is the first part of this today's session. The first part is about how to manage my performance, how to manage this file. चलिए कुछ आपस की बातें अब कर लेते हैं. This is paradigm shift. Shifting paradigm from job to career. Up till now, it was job management. Up till now, it was job management, file management. Okay. How to save my job, annual contract, renewal of contract. Now, some people say that there is difference between job and career. What do you say? है कोई फर्क? जॉब एंड करियर में कोई फर्क आपको लगता है? जॉब मैनेजमेंट, करियर मैनेजमेंट. अब तक जितनी बातें हमने की हैं, मैंने कहा है दैट इज अबाउट जॉब मैनेजमेंट, परफॉर्मेंस मैनेजमेंट, not about career management. What is the difference? If you compare job and career, you can see that how they differ with each other. Meaning, job is an activity or position for money or for salary. But career is not for that. Career is more abstract, more austral, more subtle, long-lasting, lifelong. So if you think, most of the time you think lectureship, assistant professor, associate professor, professor, this is the line of job. But when you think about teacher, effective teacher, great teacher, okay, role model, inspirer, this is the line of career. Okay. So there is a paradigm shift, different approach. Okay. So job management is fine. Okay. We know that how to manage my job. We have done it. Now let's talk about career. So career is different than job, nature. Job is a means. Okay. That is not the end of the journey. Okay. That is just a means, a pathway. Okay. A short-term trip, but career is and a journey, a destination, or long-term aim of life. That is career. So when we set our goals, first of all, we have to identify the elephant. If I want to eat some meat from elephant, then why to eat elephant? What is the role of elephant towards my health? Okay, think big. So career is thinking big. Job is doing small. Job is about goal setting, but career is about purpose identification. Focus. Regular income and regular increment every year, 10%, 12%, 9%, 15% and promotion. But in career, we think about how I can do differently next year, innovation. What new method, what new strategy of assessment, what new documents, what changes I can make to my course design. Okay. How can I learn more? How can I become and be more as a teacher? Being and becoming more. Okay. Taking risks. Even you switch your job from one university to any other university because we feel that it is more career oriented. Not maybe at some organization you are earning more, but even then you switch to another organization because it seems more meaningful, more purposeful. That is career. Okay, career is not always for salary. How? Either kya?
We have launched the Zoom polling, online polling. So you were requested to please respond to that as well.
So how to identify what is the purpose of my job? This is Japanese technique. Ikigai. This is called Ikigai. Okay. Whatever you are doing as teacher or researcher or advisor, if it is the intersection or interface of four things, then it means you are living a great life. Good life. For example, I am a teacher. Is it my passion? If I say yes, it's my passion. I love teaching. If I love teaching, I don't say anytime that आजकल स्टूडेंट्स पढ़ना ही नहीं चाहते, स्टूपिड है, बिल्कुल बेवकूफ है, मेरा तो दिमाग ही खराब हो जाता है क्लास में उनको देख के. ये नहीं होगा, बिल्कुल नहीं होगा. Whatever is the situation, I love it. Okay. It is my passion. Okay. I don't complain. Is it profession? Okay. Is it profession? Profession means, am I skilled, competent? Is it my mission? Mission means, This is the need of the people and I am fulfilling it. I am adding value to the lives of the people. Value addition. Because of my activity, what value is being added to their lives? Value. हमने इस पे सोचना है. Mission हमेशा वो होगा जो people requirement होगी. अगर आप कहते हैं teaching is my mission, then what are you giving to the students? Good mind, good behavior, good thinking, hardworking habit, being disciplined, being regular, being civilized. What kind of product or service you are rendering to the society? It is mission. And then it is vision means you attain at the end something in terms of money, in terms of self-satisfaction, in terms of spiritual enhancement, in terms of contentment, then it is a vision. So if you tick, 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 4, that teaching, my passion, my mission, my profession, my vision, everything is okay, then it is a great activity. You will never get bored. You will never be burnout out of this. So mission statement. Mission statement is more important than just writing professional goals. Okay. Writing professional goals means managing job, managing the file. But if you say, no, I have to think about my life, my career, then you have to develop your own mission statement. Not just annual goals, but whole life mission statement. You have to write 3 things. What is your vision of teaching or research? What is your long term? What is your elephant which you want to eat? What is elephant? What is that mount? What is that big goal? Meaning and purpose of your endeavor. What is that vision? And then mission. What are your small goals, small bites, plans, activities? Please remember, vision is incoming, receiving, what you want to have. Mission is giving, what you want to give to the society, what you want to have to yourself. If you say, I want to have, for example, money, social respect, self-satisfaction, contentment, spiritual elevation, all that I want to have. Okay. What you want to sell? What do you want to give? What is your service and product? And the quality of service or product which you want to give to the society. Write it in the mission area. This is I want to give. This is I want to receive. Vision is receiving. Mission is giving. And when we say together, we say give and take, not take and give. Give and take. Right top down, act bottom up. At this slide, you see, right top down, write first your vision, what you want to have, what you will give, how, what are your principles of doing. But when you start journey, you start from values. First, I have to internalize some core values of my profession and life. When you become, then you are able to serve. When you serve, you are able to have. So mission statement just answers these 3 questions. What are you doing? Why are you doing? How are you doing? So this is just one sheet, last slide. Okay. If you write it down, if in a year, if you write just 3 things, my vision of life, my profession, mission of life, and my values, you can write in a year, I would say, it would be a great success. Okay. Then you will enjoy writing your annual goals because they are compatible with your mission statement. But if you do not have mission statement, you just write annual goals, we don't own them. We just manage a file, a document. Okay. So we have to think more than just managing a file, managing a life. Okay. So I hope that it's clear. So wish you all the best. You do your assessment wonderfully. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Hafiz Ghani, we have no questions. And actually, the rate of satisfaction and new learning was extremely high from the participants who polled online. And Rudad has raised its hand. Rudad from CPBG, will you please unmute Gohar and
Yes, ma'am, I'm
let
on.
him hand. Thank you.
We have questions from the in-person participants as well. Once we
Okay.
take from the Zoom participants, then we'll shift to the in-person participant questions.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
You are.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. It was a nice talk. I definitely learned a lot. I'm just a bit confused in things. For instance, for those who have recently joined, like I joined about 4 months ago, so it will hardly be my 5th month while submitting those documents of self-assessment. So the question is, do we need to write our previously published papers and to write something about our previous experience that we have accomplished in other universities, and to write about our previous supervisions that we have accomplished in previous universities? So that's all about me, and please guide me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. It is a question on behalf of all new faculty who have joined this year. And in the note which Vice Rector usually write to the new faculty, they say that don't worry about your professional goals and their measurement. You just write whatever you have done in your classes last semester and whatever you are doing, and whatever is the best possible way to communicate whatever you are doing at the moment in the university accepts it. Okay, and the first year is very casual in this way, but next year obviously you will be planning from now that how to move your professional achievements in this university. But at this time, all new faculty members, they can write whatever with the consultation of their head of the department. It is not a big challenging job for them. Okay. We are accommodating in this regard.
So we'll move to
Thank
the in-person questions. Anyone? Yes, we have one question.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Rizwan and I am from Computer Science Department. And my question is that is it mandatory that the employee must have to initiate his this application, or it is going to be start from the HOD side?
No, it is mandatory.
mandatory
You
that-
have to submit your personal file to your head of the department by the 6th January, I think. That's the deadline.
Okay.
There's the college side, and I don't know but the same. I think the procedure is the same, not? Okay. You do not have actually this time notice at this time point of time. But the same is that you initiate your self-evaluation. College side. No, deadline, not talking about deadline, but the system. The same. The system is the same. Okay. As soon as they send you a notice, okay, deadlines, then you will be doing the same. Yeah. Thank you.
So we don't have any more questions. Ma'am, would you like to wrap up?
Yeah, no, I think everybody is saying excellent presentation, Dr. Sahib, very wonderful. The superlatives are just flowing in. And I must say, every time I hear you, Hafiz Ghani, there's something I know more than I did before. Thank you so much. And like I did write in the online chat that we are focusing on university faculty, and our apologies for not fully satisfying the staff and college side. But I hope Dr. Ghani's response satisfied those of you that are from college. Thank you so much, Hafiz. Always a delight to listen to you. Okay, dears. Bye-bye. I see a lot of, I thought Rudad from CPPG had a question, but I don't see that anymore. I'm very happy to
Ma'am,
see
he
a
asked-
lot of
He
our,
did ask a question online.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you,
Okay, ma'am.
everybody.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you, Gohar. A great job. Stop the video